In today's news, this week has the potential to be the most bullish week for crypto yet, with Bitcoin closing in on the 70k region. If and when this happens, we will witness $2.8 billion worth of Bitcoin shorts liquidated, resulting in a massive win for the bulls and potentially that additional momentum needed for Bitcoin to retest its previous all-time high at 74k. However, I believe that this week will be bullish for a completely different reason. It is Ripple and XRP. I believe that they will be the catalyst to kickstart this next bull cycle, as multiple rumors have started to circulate that this week is going to be the week we finally see the revelation of the final judgment and Ripple's victory in this 3-year-long lawsuit. Because Ripple has been a political powerhouse. They've become a political powerhouse, with governmental forces, members of the Democrat Party, for example, contacting the likes of Coinbase Circle and Ripple Labs, being the leading institutions right now in the United States. And because of these developments, it is believed that the final judgment is closer than ever, and that maybe the next SEC meeting happening in 3 days' time, Thursday, the 1st of August, this meeting may have a whole new agenda, being the final verdict, the end of this legal battle. The XRP community is looking out for Judge Torres' decision this week, in particular as legal experts have stated we are waiting for Judge Torres to provide one last ruling, which is expected this week. Of course, XRP is the only asset of regulatory clarity, which is of the utmost importance, and due to the SEC's continuous losses in their legal battles across the whole industry, but especially with Ripple, there's a belief that even though the SEC can still appeal, they won't because of the weakness of their case. This article from CoinGate covers the controversial stance on the settlement deals right now, which the long and short of it is that Ripple's executives have denied any discussions on a settlement decision right now, but the courts are likely to give the parties time to discuss one soon. But more importantly, this article covers the experts who have weighed in on appeals in this case. Many motions, including expert evidence, unsealed documents, and the final judgment are pending right now. And some lawyers such as Fred Rosapoli and James Murphy claim that Judge Torres may bypass motions before Judge Netburn and announce the final judgment in the remedies phase in July or the quickly approaching August, only 3 days away from now. And this, to me, is seemingly becoming an increasing likelihood. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, remember, stated that he expects the final judgment before the end of the summer, being his opinion mid-September, which is only a month and a half away from now. And another big reason why I believe that this verdict is closer than you may think, it may happen this week, is because we have confirmation here from Smoke of institutional staking with XRP and XDC. Here is the 2024 legal prospectus from Valor Digital Securities, meaning ETFs and ETPs that are linked to digital assets. And this provides all necessary legal and financial information on Valor's XRP, XDC physical staking products and major fiat currencies that will be available in. Proof that institutional DeFi is coming, that institutions desperately want access to assets like XRP, and therefore if and when this lawsuit is finalized and finished, these institutions will receive the green light to start mass adoption of XRP. And R3 Corda developer Quincy Jones confirms in this video that XRP could be at $100, $100,000, or even $1 million. It has that potential, but it really just depends on how many assets you want to issue to the network. Take a listen.
So anybody out there that's telling you they'll know where the price of XRP will go has no idea. Absolutely zero clue. But I'll give you a tiny hint of an idea of what could happen. So XRP is it's a financial instrument of value. And that instrument is basically, the instrument's really liquidity between different other instruments like bonds, stocks, currencies, all everything basically. Yeah. And the XRP is only worth the value of the things that are issued on it, because it would cost XRP to buy those things on the network and use that liquidity. Mm-hmm. So what ends up happening here is not only do you have to issue all of the equity, but you've also got to issue all of the debt. So XRP is only bound by the fiscal responsibility of the people that issue assets on it, which is obviously irresponsible. So XRP could be at $100, $100,000, $1 million. It depends on how many assets you want to issue onto the network. So if you wanted to issue, $100 trillion worth of equity, cool. That's a lot of money on the network. What happens if they want to issue another $500 million worth of debt? That also adds value to the network. So there really is a mind-blowing amount of wealth essentially that could basically be flowing through these networks that we can't even comprehend because of that debt question of being able to issue more and more and more value in the form of.
This is very big news, proof that XRP's true value is beyond anybody's imagination, but it is likely that it will skyrocket in value from its 60 cents right now, definitely, to be worth at least $100. And that is a very conservative prediction in my personal opinion, not financial advice of course, but as institutions are starting to make it known that Ripple, alongside the likes of Circle, Stellar, and so on, they are among the chosen companies that will steer the evolution of finance in the right direction. Ripple with their new RLUSD stablecoin, and of course XRP, Ripple will be the intermediary. XRP will be used as a bridging mechanism, a bridge for CBDCs all around the world, and institutions want XRP. 2025, next year, will be the year of CBDCs. Payments industry trends confirms as much this to be true, and that is when we will see XRP utilized, its use case fully being used. That is when XRP's true value will start to reveal itself, to start going up in value. And Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse confirms this in this interview that Ripple have partnered with several central banks all around the world, and some of these partnerships have not even been announced yet, which is equally very bullish news. Take a listen.
At this is Ripple's really trying to solve that cross-border payments problem. Central bank digital currencies are domestic by nature. They're issued by a central bank or potentially issued by a central bank. So they're not really solving cross-border problems, they're solving domestic solutions more often than not. So look, I think that what we're seeing happen with stablecoins, we're seeing happen with central bank issued digital assets, I think is exciting. I'm not exactly clear how it's all going to play out. You're seeing countries experiment and test. Ripple has partnered with several central banks around the world. Some we've announced, some we haven't yet announced, that they're issuing and testing using the XRP ledger to issue their digital assets on the XRP ledger as a token. So we're excited to be working with them. And look, at our core, Ripple's really good at working with enterprise customers. A government is just a big enterprise customer. We know how to sell to.
That's an interesting notion.
In some ways, it's just a really big enterprise customer, and we're pretty good at that now because we've had a lot of experience with it and worked with some of the largest banks in the world, as well as a lot of the smaller payment companies that have grown very quickly using our technology. It's helped them grow more quickly.
But that is not all, as Ripple's Eric Van Miltenberg has confirmed in this interview from 3 months ago that Ripple have over 300 customers, over 300 clients that are currently using Ripple's technology to facilitate cross-border payments. That alone is proof that XRP can't remain dirt cheap. This lawsuit, in my opinion, this lawsuit has just dragged out as a way to keep the price of XRP low so that institutions can buy it more in secret. But this lawsuit is now coming to an end. Ripple and XRP are about to officially be recognized and declared as the only digital asset in the United States with legal regulatory clarity, which is a massive deal, and XRP will explode in value in the days, weeks, months, and years to follow. Do your own research, buckle up, and remember, don't look short term. Think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.